Hello, this is RICKY, the Android Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Android Weekly / Android Q&A, where we answer all the latest news that happened during the week and then answer your questions live. If you are watching us live, make sure to ask any and all questions you have in the comment section down below, and we will answer every single one of those questions before the end of the show. But if you're not watching this live, just feel free to email me at asktheandroidguy@gmail.com, which is right down here, and make sure the subject is question. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, start asking your questions so we can answer them at the end of the show, because man, do we have some big news. Guys, we have it. The first images of the Galaxy Note 7. Here they are. So these are the first images of the Galaxy Note 7, of course done by Evan Bless at EviLeaks. Thank you for always just leaking everything and anything for us in the mobile industry. Follow him if you haven't followed him before. He always does a great job of giving us all the details. So let's get on to it. Here it is, guys. The Galaxy Note 7. It looks everything that we thought it would be and pretty much more. And here's the thing. It looks like we also have confirmation there is only one Galaxy Note 7. There's not two. There's only one Galaxy Note 7. And that is the regular Galaxy Note 7 with curved dual edge display. So there will not be a flat, quote-unquote, Galaxy Note 7. There's only a curved Galaxy Note 7. That is big, big news. The fact that we have confirmation now not only of what this phone looks like, but actually that there's only one version of it coming out, because this does not say the Galaxy Note 7 Edge. It just says the Galaxy Note 7, which means one version, one device, and here it is. That being said, we have it in black, the silver that became very popular. You can also see, by the way, in this image, there's a bit of a lines going across on the back of the phone. So you see lines going behind it, different look to it on the back at least that we're seeing from this. So really interesting there. And then you also, of course, have the coral blue. Now, when I was thinking blue, I was thinking of that sexy looking dark blue that we got last year. This is not the blue I was thinking of. This, it's more of a baby blue. Brings me back to, the North Carolina days, where everyone was wearing baby blue, including my one of my best friends, Richie, whose birthday is in a couple weeks. Happy birthday, Richie, if you're watching this. So the baby blue is definitely, I don't know. What do you guys think about this color? The coral blue is what they're calling it. What do you guys think about it? Quite frankly, I'm not too impressed. I will not be getting this version of it. I will most likely be getting the silver. I was very happy with my S7 Edge silver, and I feel like now they're going to make more cases for the Note 7. So for that in silver. So for that reason, I personally will go with the Note 7 in silver. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you're getting this phone, which color variant are you getting? Are you getting the black, the silver, or the coral blue? Let me know in the comment section down below which version of this phone will you be getting. And then we also have, of course, leaked cases. This company in particular, Elixir, I believe that, Elixir maybe that's how they're pronouncing it. Elixir really basically has a couple of cases that they leaked for the Note 7 already. But here's the thing, there's also another one which I didn't put in here, but it has confirmation of having the Type-C port. So what we have confirmation here today alone is only one Note 7, the 3 colors it'll come in, and it will have a Type-C connection. But not only that, we also have something very different that we're confirming with the Note 7 as well here, and that is First, we have the colors, right? But what we also got earlier this week was the fact that we had these two big hole sensors, which also confirm that yes, we will have a iris scanner on here. So what we have here in the front on this area is going to be the iris scanner. So we have confirmation of the iris scanner as well on this image. So not only do we have the phone, it will have type C, we have the 3 color variants, and we have the iris scanner all confirmed with these images that we just got leaked this week. I don't know how soon this is going to be released, if it is going to be what Sam Mobile has said, you know, the 2nd and then the 15th. It's very possible, but this is all coming from Sam Mobile, EviLeaks. We've gotten a lot of information from them. We thank them here at the Android Guide channel, and really, it's just, we have so much confirmed now. The one really thing that I've been very curious about is what the S Pen will have. What new features will the S Pen have? Because that's the one thing we haven't really gotten, what new features the S Pen will have, and that's one honestly thing that I'm very excited for. So with that being said, those again are the 3 colors: black, silver, and coral blue. And we have our iris scanner. We also had a video leak again on Sam Mobile's website, and he had a source, and basically it was an idea of how the new UI will look. So if you want to go visit Sam Mobile's website, click on the one video details of the new TouchWiz, and this video gives you an in-depth walkthrough of how the new TouchWiz will look like. It's very clean, very good looking. I will say this with this new look to it. The new UI has some new things in it. Namely, the one that I really was interested in is it has a new Note app. Not S-Note, but they're calling it the Note app. So I think that they're going to merge their old Memo app and S-Note and just make it into Note. And we will have one app for all Samsung taking notes. I find this to be a lot better. I think it'll be a lot better when it comes to that. All right, then we also have photos of, yes, the Apple Lightning connected earpods or headphones. So these are going to be the new Apple headphones that will be coming out from Apple, and basically they're just your old style earpods with a Lightning connector at the end. So that's what we're going to be getting on the iPhone 7 instead in the box. Basically, Apple was playing around with the idea of having a headphone jack and then a Lightning 2 headphone adapter, but it's not going to look, it looks like it won't be like that. So what we're going to have instead is a Lightning 2 headphone connecting earpods. So again, we are getting confirmation here that yes, Apple, we already know that Apple was ditching the headphone port a while back, but now we're getting more confirmation with them that not only are they ditching it, but this is what it will look like, and this is what they're going to give you in the box. On the next iPhone 7, you will get earpods with a Lightning connector. And of course, we could not end this week with talking about the final confirmation name. Android N is officially Android Nougat. So we have it. We have the last name Nougat. For those of you who follow me, I'm doing the Android wedding, of course, and I will actually add Nougat, and I will probably get rid of one of the other OSs at our tables because I'm very interested in this Nougat. So yeah, this is the new logo for it. It's the new statue that they erected already. Android N is officially Android Nougat now. What do you guys think? Was it the one you expected? I honestly thought it was going to end up being Nutella, so I was a little surprised by Nougat. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below for that. All right, guys. A lot of official news there. And before everyone starts asking me, actually, you know what? I'm going to switch back and just show you one more time because everyone's going to ask me, oh, I missed the Note 7. So again, I'm going to show it one more time. Note 7, coral blue, silver, and black. So just so you see it, so you don't ask me, hey, I missed it. There it is again. All right, guys, now ask your questions in the comments section down below, and we will get to them right now. I did not get a chance to get to your email questions this week, simply because I had a lot of wedding planning going on, and I am having a barbecue for 4th of July here tomorrow, and we're going to be playing the Vive, the virtual reality system from HTC, the HTC Vive. All my friends will be playing it, so it'll give me a great review. Later on this week, we will release the review for the HTC Vive after that. All right, guys. Wow, a lot of questions going on. So, all right. Let's get to the question in the comment section. Again, I did not get to the email questions this week. I will get to more next week. We'll do 5 instead of 3 next week. But yeah, let's get to the questions you guys have. All right. I was refreshing the YouTube descriptions for the last 20 minutes from your stream. Yeah, no, a lot of people obviously want to see the first images of the Galaxy Note 7. The front panel leaks looks different from the Evan Leaks Blast. I will say this: the Evan Blast leaks are the most accurate. They're the most accurate for sure. The coral blue is awesome. So some people love it. Some people love the coral blue. According to the rumors, the Note 7 is going to cost $905. Is this true? What are your thoughts? Because that's a lot of money. It will not cost that much money. I can guarantee you that. It will be the same price as the Note from last year. Maybe a little bit more. You could think of maybe up to $50 more, simply because of the fact that you are getting a curved edge display now. And again, the rumor was that we got over last week that it'll be 64 gigs internal storage. So you can make an argument for it, actually. $899 wouldn't be... I'm guessing $899, by the way. $905 seems like an arbitrary number that someone just put. But $899 instead of $799, I could actually see how they could justify that for the 64 gig model. But we'll have to see, because you're getting 64 gigs and the curved display, so possibly? So silver seems to be the most favorite color right now. Ricky, would you pull the trigger on the Galaxy S6 Edge 128 gig for $349? That's a good price, I will say that. T-Mobile has a 4th of July special on Friday, but I have a feeling it's coming back tomorrow. So T-Mobile is supposed to have a 4th of July special. We did not review that on this week's news, but yes, they will have a 4th of July special tomorrow. Personally, here's the thing. For the price, that's an amazing price for the phone for the S6 Edge. Amazing price, definitely, for it. Personally, you're asking me, right? Personally, would I get it? No, because I do like to have, if I invest in a phone and I don't plan on buying another phone for a year, I need to have the best phone out in the market. And that's my opinion. The S6 Edge has a 5-hour less battery life compared to the S7. Almost 7-hour to 8-hour battery life compared to the S7 Edge. So, although those phones only come in 32 gig, you can add on a 128 gig memory card. So for me personally, I would not do it. Would I recommend it to a friend who just wanted a good phone for a good price? Absolutely, that's an awesome price for a great phone. But that is what I will say for me. Rockaway Lifestyle, you asked for the release date for the Note 7. We have gone over this the past couple of weeks, so I will summarize it again. Again, according to Sam Mobile and EviLeaks, we have a announcement date of August 2nd and a launch date of August 15th for the US launch. Now, it's not confirmation on any other launch. EviLeaks said that it will be the 15th for their launch in the US. Is that going to be the same for internationally? We have no idea. It sometimes is, sometimes isn't. Samsung's very fickle when it comes to which one will be when. Yes, the Note 7 is going to be announced August 2nd, and when will it be going released? So again, that is what we know right now. 2nd and the 15th looks to be like the best bet right now. Silver for sure. Blue one is a fingerprint magnet, definitely. Thoughts on the TouchWiz UX? I like the UX. It looks a lot cleaner. Although I know this is that they better not take away my app drawer, or I will just damn them to hell. That's one thing. Don't you touch the app drawer. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Whoa, a lot of questions pouring in. It should have been Nutella. I know. I thought it was gonna be Nutella, to be honest. What's better than the S7 Edge? S7 Edge Snapdragon or S7 Edge Exynos? The Exynos is better than the Snapdragon, period. The Exynos is better than the Snapdragon. There was lots of rumors and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, that's it. Get rid of the honeycomb table. No, we are having the honeycomb table. The one we got rid of was actually Froyo. There will be no Froyo table. Why? Because Froyo was just very difficult all around in trying to find a 3D printing for it and all this kind of stuff. So Froyo is the one that was eliminated out of the original 10. But now since we have 12 OSs and 10 tables for the wedding, we're going to change that up. Silver probably won't be released in the US. Oh no, silver will be released in the US. It's the blue that I don't believe will be released in the US. Possibly. It's completely possible. If carriers jump on it, all the better. But if carriers do not pick up one in the US, it will be the blue. Silver is being picked up for sure. Exynos is faster, thanks. Apple or Samsung. Look, Apple or Samsung, you're getting the two best right now in the industry, right? So plain and simple, you're getting the two best. But with Apple, you have a ecosystem that's all theirs, but that means they lag on innovation. Apple does lag on innovation. It takes them a lot longer to do a lot of things because on Android, you have a manufacturer like Samsung that can make the best hardware for a phone, and then you have Google concentrating solely on the software, so you can just get a lot more features a lot quicker. I mean, everything that came on iOS 10 this upcoming September, when iOS 10 comes out, everything from that is already on Android. So you have to realize that it's just that there's not really much that Android doesn't already have and won't have way ahead of Apple. One thing that Apple will not have is wireless charging. I frankly cannot have a phone without wireless charging because it'll never damage my battery life and it's so freaking convenient. So that's one thing that I can't go without. So personally, obviously, I'm the Android guy. I will always like Samsung more than Apple just because I don't like Apple's closed net. Just not worth it to me. I don't like restrictions. And quite frankly, Apple is a lot of marketing where I feel in terms of actual quality, it doesn't have it. It hasn't had it for the past 3 years really, and Apple is on the downside in terms of what they've done over the past 3 years. How many inches is the Note 7 going to be? Now, the inches on the Note 7 is a big mystery, actually, because it ranges between 5.7 and 5.8. There will not be a 6-inch. I know a lot of people are asking me that because of recent leaks. There will not be a 6-inch. It will only be either 5.7 or 5.8. What we'll see is what we'll get, but it's going to be one of those two. 5.7 was the Note 5 from last year, so maybe we'll get the same, or maybe we'll get 0.1 bigger. Note 7 battery. Note 7 battery is another point of contention. We had heard continuously that it would be a 4,000 milliamp battery. However, now we're hearing also that it might be a 3,600 milliamp battery. So it just really depends on which one will come out on top. I've noticed a lot of YouTubers lost a lot of subscribers, including me. Did you notice any change? I noticed some change on my other channel, the Mainstream Movie Guy, but I have not updated that channel in a couple weeks. It will come with the comeback, but I'm going to get a new logo in the meantime, do a new intro video, really make that channel a better channel, and start a new quick segment that'll allow me to do a lot more videos a lot more quickly, because it is hard keeping up with 2 channels. Now, I have not noticed losing subscribers on this channel, but at the same time, I have steadily gained subscribers a lot quicker on this channel than I've ever lost them. I will say this though, there are a lot of fake accounts. YouTube does periodically, every 2 years or so, get rid of fake subscribers. So because of that, that can happen. A lot of times when you hook up with networks, they give you fake subscribers at times, and that is getting kind of done now. So yeah, they promise you subscribers, not always real ones, but you get subscribers. So Will the Note 7 going to have a light version? Will it have a flat display? Because there were leaks of a Note 7 Lite 2. So there were leaks of a Note 7 Lite. We haven't heard about it for a little while now. My guess is if there is, it will not launch on the same day. So it will not launch on the same day as that one. So that's the main thing for it. That yeah, I would say that if we do get a light, it doesn't seem to be as advertised as a regular one. So that's one thing I will say. Michael Fisher is doing a flip phone challenge for a week. Are you going to do this? So this is actually a trend right now. We have Erica, the film nerd that likes to film stuff. Michael Fisher, Mr. Mobile. The Unbox Therapy, Lou. A lot of people doing this challenge where I'm going to go with a flip phone or a quote-unquote dumb phone for a week. I can't do it. I cannot and will not do it. Simply because of this, actually. The reason why I can't do it is because besides YouTube, my regular 9-to-5 job currently requires me to have a smartphone. So that's one reason why I can't and won't do it. And two, I will be like Lou from Unbox Therapy, and I will quit the challenge. I think he quitted it after 4 days or 3 days, and he gave up. He was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I couldn't either. I really couldn't. I get it. You will like notice things. You're gonna like, it's like going back in time. I get it. But smartphones have become so part of us that I don't need a test to realize that. So yeah, I will not do a flip phone or a quote unquote dumb phone challenge for a week, just because I can't, one, for work, and two, I would end up quitting. I just can't do it. At least not at this point in my life and career. For the Note 7, are they going to have an Edge variant? So for those of you who missed out earlier, let me just raise this a little bit. For those of you who missed out earlier, we will only have one kind of Note 7. So let me bring that back up, just because for those of you just tuning in right now, I wanted to show you guys those images again. Again, so this will be the Note 7. So we got several confirmations with this. One, there's only one variant of the Note 7, and this is the Galaxy Note 7 with a dual curved edge display. There's only one version of it. There is not. Notice this is a curved edge Note 7, and it does not say the Note 7 Edge, which means we're getting one variant, and that is the Note 7, period. So that's going to be the only variant. The main design change, besides having a dual edge display for the first time ever on a Note, is that you have lines going throughout the back underneath the glass. So very different look in terms of having that. So that is one thing you have there. And it will come in 3 colors. It's coming black, silver, and coral blue. And I did ask you guys, if you guys didn't already, which color would you buy? The coral blue, silver, or black versions. Not only that, but we also see the iris scanner right here, which will be able to check out your eyes right there and be able to unlock your phone with your eyes. Irises are more unique than fingerprints are even. So, you know, fingerprints, you have about, I think it's 1 in a couple of million have the same fingerprints. Irises, no 2 people have the same alike. So yeah. On that note, we'll get to the other questions now. Where do we have this? Whoa, we got a lot of questions all of a sudden. Why no gold Note 7 variant? That is a very good question, and we really don't have an answer. There isn't one. Unfortunately, there's just not a gold variant. I can't tell you why. I cannot tell you why there is not one. I don't know if Samsung just wants to go away from gold. Maybe gold is too synonymous with Apple, and they want to go away from it. Maybe there is one more variant, and we'll get a gold one as well. I think since Samsung has silver now, to be honest, I don't think they need gold. That's my opinion. I'm not sure if you feel differently, that you like gold more than silver, but personally with the silver, I no longer care about the gold. That's just me. Um, Note 4 T-Mobile finally updated to 6.1. Not bad at all. Yeah, no, T-Mobile is pretty good about getting your updates. AT&T so far has been the worst this year. Also, are rumors saying that the Note 7 is going to come in 64 gigs internal storage? Is this true, and will it have expandable storage of 128 and 256 options? Oh, or will it have 128? No, I believe that the Note 7 will be the same as the Galaxy S7, but more storage. So the Galaxy S7 only came in a 32 gig variant. The Galaxy Note 7, I believe, will only come in a 64 gig variant. That's my opinion. The S7 only came up to a 200 gig expandable memory card. So yes, there will be expandable memory. Will it be 200 or will it be 256? That is something that we'll have to wait and see about. I just woke up. Well, good morning, or good afternoon, good night. I don't know how to say that. What is the must-have accessory for the S7 Edge? Definitely wireless charger, fast wireless charger, or regular wireless charger. Wireless charging is the #1 accessory I would say you should have for your S7 or S7 Edge. Note 7 going to have Smart Glow. So Smart Glow, and will it have expandable memory? So yes, it will have expandable memory. We just answered that. Will it have Smart Glow? No. Smart Glow is something that might be coming to the S8. It will not be on the Note 7. Plain and simple, Smart Glow is going to be a different kind of lighting for your photos. And that will be available on the S8. If anything, it will not be available on the Note 7. Ricky, what's your favorite tablet right now? I honestly don't have a favorite tablet right now. My current tablet is the Tab S2. I really want something new. I'm bored of it. It's nothing special for me anymore. So I really want a new tablet. We'll see what Samsung comes out with at this event if we finally get our Note tablet again. Or this Nexus tablet, the Nexus. Maybe LG will come out with a new high-end one. They're only usually coming out with inexpensive ones. But yeah, I'm curious. My daily laptop is a Surface Pro 3, which is considered a tablet as well. I call it a laptop personally. And my tablet, quote unquote, is the Samsung Tab S2. Do you think Apple is overrated? Absolutely, Apple is overrated. It's completely overrated. Yes, there's no question that Apple is overrated. There's no question about that. Apple is overrated. Plain and simple. Because the Note 7 is going to be a very high-end premium phone, Samsung releases another Note phone next year. Will it skip a year or two because I don't want to be outdated in a year? Unfortunately, this is the cell phone market. There's a new phone every year. As good as the Note 5 was, there will be a Note 7 this year. As good as the S7 was this year, there will be an S8 next year. It is the same always for the time being in the foreseeable future. I do not see that changing. What about corny? Is Apple corny? I wouldn't say they're corny personally. I don't think they're corny, but it just depends on your opinion of them. Black, silver. Silver seems to be the main one that everyone's going for. I would have to agree. Silver is going to be the one I get for the Note 7. Note 7 name makes sense if we count the Note Edge and which came out with the Note 4. That's exactly right. That is why that they will call it the Note 7, and they're going to point that out. I guarantee you Samsung is going to point that out. Because, well, we had the Note 4 and we had the Note 4 Edge. So technically the Edge was the 5 and the Note 5 was the 6. And now we have the 7. That's what's going to happen. To be honest, Rick, if it wasn't for the S Pen, I'd probably get the iPhone 7. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend anyone buy the iPhone 7. The reason why is because the iPhone X next year is going to dwarf it entirely. The iPhone 7, quite frankly, in all honesty, I feel it's going to be a joke this year. I think it's going to be Apple's worst sales ever for a smartphone. However, their iPhone 10 next year, or iPhone X is what I believe they're going to call it, will be a monumental phone, and that will be Apple's biggest selling iPhone ever to date. What if you're I'm guessing blind? in one eye and the other eye is going bad, will it still work? Yes, it can still scan your iris without, it doesn't matter if you're blind. I'm not sure if you have disfiguration in the eye. That's a different story. And obviously, you know, we don't know the exact details of how the iris scanner will work. In past iris scanners, they could do it with one eye, not necessarily two eyes, but it just depends on what Apple's going to do. Or sorry, what Samsung's going to do. First time on your live Q&A, just heads up, Ricky, looks like, whoops, your Twitter handle is suspended. Refer to the link in from the description. Okay, I will check out what happened. I don't know why my Twitter handle would be suspended, but apparently... Huh. I haven't seen anything about it being suspended. At least on my end, it does not seem suspended, but I'm not sure if it's a link or what exactly it is. But yeah, at least on my end, it does not look suspended. Let's move this over here. Thank you, Phone Radar, though, for telling me. Will the iris scanner on the Note 7 going to be faster than a fingerprint scanner, or will it be useless? You're heavy on security. I can't answer that because we don't know what it looks like yet. We don't know how good it is. If it's not as fast as a fingerprint scanner, then I would say it's useless. Because I mean, the fingerprint scanner works great. So yeah, just we'll see how it is. We know you know a lot about the Note. Give us the news. I give you guys everything I possibly can without ruining my sources. Why doesn't the iPhone come out with an SD option? Anybody? Apple wants to control everything. They do not want anything to be added on to where it can go through their stuff. That's why they don't have like a file manager system on their phone. So yeah, Apple will never, ever, ever have the SD card option because they want to control everything. And they'd rather sell you higher storage on iCloud or a higher storage iPhone. They're greedy. There's no secret. They're greedy. Will the Note 7 going to have the IR blaster? Please say yes. No, it will not have the IR blaster. No, coral blue it is. So how have you been, and how's your wedding planning going? The wedding planning is getting down to the wire, to be honest. I mean, I know it's still time, but it's 83 days. I just looked at my countdown timer. It's 83 days to the wedding. I remember when we had way over hundreds of days. I remember when it was 200 days, 150, 126, and it's just creeping up on us. We're like, oh my God, how many more times right now? Right now we're looking at the wedding party favors, and yeah, just going through all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We already chose what our first dance will be, and right now we're doing all that kind of stuff at this time. In terms of that, the Europe trip is really interesting, right? With everything going on with the EU right now. Quite frankly, I'm kind of pissed that I booked everything last year, because if I booked everything now, oh my God, it would be so much cheaper because of everything that's going on with the Europe. So yeah. Does Apple will put an SD card slot in the iPhone 7? Not a chance in hell. Whoa. Coral blue is sexy color, and I would like to know how much the internal storage on the Note 7 will be. 64 gigs. Will they release a new wireless charger for the Note 7? Maybe. I'm fine with mine. I probably wouldn't buy a new wireless charger unless they offered me something really great for it. I wouldn't buy a new wireless charger. The one that I have now is perfect. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I think they should make a Note 7 in space black. Those iPhone images of space black loops, amazing. Absolutely, that space black does look amazing, but that's pretty much the same black as the Samsung version. Honestly, because Samsung does have a black phone now. Samsung for a long time had a black-blue combination on every one of their phones, or gray like charcoal. But starting with the S7, they went back to black, and the black looks good, and the black looks really good on this Note 7, so I think it's going to be fine. I did check my Twitter. I mean, my Twitter account is linked to me, so I don't have to check the spelling or anything like that. But my Twitter account is there. Just so you know, my Twitter account is at the _Android guy. So that is my Twitter account. I will actually even copy it for you guys. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, that is my Twitter account. Whoa, getting a lot more questions on here. I will check it. All right, I'm really kind of curious about this. So again, nothing on my end from Twitter. Twitter has not sent me anything of my account being suspended. I'm curious why they would, but yeah. All right. What else can you tell us about the Gear S3? The Gear S3, we got leaked images last week, so if you go check out last week's episode of Android Weekly, we had a Rolex-looking style Gear S3. That's all we know about it right now. I'm still hoping there will be two different sizes. We have a smaller size like this one, and a bigger size to have a bigger watch face. I really want a bigger size watch face, personally. I feel like Apple just pushed out an Apple iPhone 7 this year and not put any good real features that'll make it stand out. Absolutely, Apple will not have any great features to make it stand out. Yeah, again, Twitter has not sent me anything about that. I'm not sure why it's saying that to you guys, but Twitter has not sent me anything about it. So yeah. Oh, yeah, you put the wrong one. _the Android guy. I got rid of that handle a while back, and it's the _Android guy. So yeah. Have you had any experience with drones? I have not really had experience with drones personally. For drones, they are just not my thing. I don't see a use for them. Until they have a battery life for over an hour, I will not purchase a drone. Now, if a company wants to send me one, like a DJ Phantom, I mean, I'm not going to turn it down, but I just don't see myself getting one. Will they release a Gear S3 with the Note 7? Yes. Or actually, no. That's not necessarily fact right now. It might be released with the Note 7, or it might be released at IFA in September. If I were a betting person, I would actually say that the Gear S3 would be released in September, but we'll see. Any more Samsung wearables? The Gear Fit 2 just came out, and the Gear Fit earbuds. We're still waiting on the release date for those, but yeah, those are the Icon X earbuds. Those are the other ones. Will Samsung start unlocking phones on the website and sell at retail stores now that it's tested with the S7? I think it depends on how the Galaxy S7 unlocked variant in the US does. If you guys didn't know, you can go into your Best Buy and buy an international version of the Galaxy S7 from Samsung at Best Buy locations. I think it's really cool, and yeah. New VR for the Note 7. Yes, there will be a new VR for the Note 7 because it's a Type-C connection, so it has to be a new version of the Gear VR for the Note 7. Why are they releasing the Note 7 but not the Note 6? We've gone over this past couple of weeks, but basically there's several reasons why Samsung is releasing a Galaxy Note 7 and not a Note 6. So one of the first reasons is the 6 in Asian cultures just isn't the best number. That's just one simple one. 2, this happened a lot last year specifically to Samsung. People came into stores, and they said, oh, I want the Galaxy S6, not the Note 5, because the S6 is better than the Note 5. And the average consumer honestly did this. And it makes no sense to me, because I'm like, well, no, the Note 5 is clearly better than the Note 6. It came out later, then it typically means it's better, especially when those high-end markets. But the average consumer does not know about which one's the latest and greatest one, so they were just going by the number, and that's why Samsung doesn't want that happening again this year. So now you're going to have the S7 and the Note 7. And like my friend Desktop said earlier, what they're going to attribute that to is that the Note 4 and the Note Edge were two different phones, so technically this is the 7th Note. Will you think the iPhone X will have an Edge display because they are copying Samsung sooner than later? I believe the iPhone X might have a curved display. It will definitely have an AMOLED display. We'll see if it'll have a curved display as well. Cell, I forgot. Whoa. Which one are you more excited about? I am definitely excited about the Galaxy Note 7. I can't wait to put it in my hands, and yeah, I can't wait to have it. Oh, the description in the link is wrong? I will change that then. Thank you for letting me know that if the description is the older one. Yep, it sure is. I will change that. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. I will change that on all my videos because that is important, of course. Note 7 battery, we believe it is going to be a 4,000 milliamp, although there has been recent rumors that it'll be 3,600 milliamp. It's kind of like there is no Windows 10. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with Windows 10. You know, they went from 8 to 10, and because they counted another one that they didn't count beforehand. Can you think of any good competition that will give the Note 7 a run for its money? Can I think of any good competition? No, because we haven't heard about LG's latest phone. We haven't heard about the latest Nexus that's going to come out around that time too. So there will be competition. Will it give it a run for its money? I quite frankly find that hard to believe. Any word on the Gear Fit 2? I got the Gear Fit 2, so I do have that in the studio. We will do an unboxing this week, and I'll begin testing it out. Do you still use the Edge features? I use them from time to time, but not always. Thoughts on Lenovo smartphones? Really with Lenovo smartphones, I just haven't really used them. We haven't got anyone from Lenovo to send us any devices, so yeah. Again, right now, that. Ricky, you already buy the Gear Fit 2? Yes, we did buy the Gear Fit 2. Any leaks on the S Pen for the Note 7? No, the S Pen is one thing we do not have any idea what they're doing with the S Pen for the Note 7. Yes, removable battery. Yes, or no, never. Samsung will never have a removable battery again, ever. The reason why Samsung Pay does not work with removable batteries, so therefore you will never have a removable battery again on a Samsung high-end phone. Any leaks? Or sorry, yeah. When will Samsung cover all worldwide banks for Samsung Pay? 2 years? It's hard to say. I mean, all banks, I would say you're getting closer to 5 years or 4 years, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of banks in the world. All big banks, I would say you have a good chance in the next 3 years. In the next 3 years, if you start from today, in the next 3 years, I could see Samsung having every big bank in the world. Absolutely. But every bank, you're talking, I mean, look, think about how many banks there are in the US when you count credit unions. There's so many. So, you know, and Samsung has done a good job. I mean, about every 3 weeks or so, or a month or so, you get about 20 new credit unions that have been added to it. So definitely have been good in that sense. What's better, the S series or the Note series? The Note series is generally the better series. When is Apple getting AMOLED display like Samsung? Because right now Samsung is winning. Apple is getting AMOLED displays from Samsung, because Samsung's the one who makes AMOLED displays, next year. That's why I wouldn't get the iPhone 7. Thoughts on a foldable smartphone? We'll get our first foldable smartphone next year from Samsung, the Galaxy X. Are you sure we are getting the Note? We are getting a Note 7 Edge. There will only be a Note 7, and it will be the Edge. For those of you just tuning in, we will give you guys the picture one more time, just because I know a lot. Oh, whoa! I know a lot of you guys hadn't seen it. So, again, Note 7 black, silver, and coral blue. So there you go. All right. Whoa. A lot of questions today, guys. Does Apple will make a new iPad? Apple will have a new iPad this year, yes. Any tips on getting more subscribers for my channel? Honestly, it's just keep putting out content. If you stop putting out content for 1 week, you will lose subscribers. That's what happened to me in my other channel. I completely understand. But yeah, that happens very quickly. Do you ever use launchers or icon packs? Why or why not? I use as my daily driver Nova Launcher. However, I keep it pretty stock in terms of how it looks. So pretty stock in terms of how it looks. But yes, this is Nova Launcher. This is my standard. It already has the Android N folders. So yeah, that is my main thing that I use personally. Thoughts on new Google phone? Well, we don't know much about it. We've seen a benchmark of it, but that's about it. I'm waiting to get more details on it personally. Thanks, I agree. My brother's name is Ricky as well. Well, Ricky's a great name, Alan, so let him know he has a great name. When will Project Valley launch next year? I would say it would most likely launch with the Note, personally, because Samsung needs something to combat that iPhone X. It's going to be really big. So I would say Project Valley or Galaxy X will launch next year before the iPhone 7, or sorry, before the iPhone X launches. Google tap. Note 7 battery, 4,000 milliamps is currently what we're thinking of. Do you remember the HTC Flyer? I do remember the HTC Flyer. Actually, that was the first tablet that I bought for my now fiance in our second year, I believe. I think it was the second year we were together. I bought her a HTC Flyer with that pen that it came with. So yeah, I do remember it. That was the first Flyer. That was the first tablet that I bought for her. In retrospect, it probably wasn't the best one because it got no support by HTC, but yeah. Did you watch any new movies lately? I did not see any movies this weekend, unfortunately. I thought about seeing BFG, but every movie that came out this weekend I just was not excited for. I will be watching the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition, so I will be watching that and giving my thoughts on that shortly. Do you think the Note 7 will have a better speaker? The sound quality is very important to me, and I believe iPhone will have stereo speakers. I don't know, because the Note 7 will most likely be water resistant, so because of that, I don't know how good of a speaker we'll have. I'm just being honest. I hope so, but I can't say that we definitely will. Release date of the Note 7, yeah, they said it, the 15th is where we're projecting right now. Should I wait for Samsung's Project Valley next year or buy the Note 7? I'm still a student, so don't have so much money. That's up to you. That is completely up to you. Project Valley will be a lot more money. I would say it's going to be a minimum of 1,000, to be honest. So keep that in mind. Does American Express work on Samsung Pay? Yes. My Amex is on my Samsung Pay. What is Samsung Charm? Samsung Charm is a fitness tracker, kind of like a Jawbone Up or a Fitbit. So someone is saying that please be careful with the Gear Fit 2 because some people are saying that the band is super loose and easily falls off. I would say the Gear Fit 1 fell off a lot more easily. At least this time it has a loop. Last time it didn't have a loop. Everyone I knew who had the Gear Fit fall off at times because the band was so crummy. This one, I will say, is better. Is it the best? That I'm not saying. The time Apple will have AMOLED displays, Samsung will have 4K displays. That's true because Samsung will have 4K displays next year. Thoughts on Project Aria? Project Aria is great for the geeks and the techs out there, but it will never be mainstream. Why does the Note 4 suck? Because it's older now. It was one of the best phones in its time by far. I mean, the Note 4 with KitKat was amazing. Once it got Jelly Bean and once it got Jelly Bean Lollipop, it went downhill for sure. Is Nokia gonna make a comeback? No. Thoughts on Frozen Horizon 3? It's my favorite game. Now I'm not embarrassed to say I'm watching Cry in the trailer. Personally, I've never liked them. I'm more of a Need for Speed kind of guy, but I will say the Horizon games are one of the best looking games you can ever find on a console. So best looking game, and if you want realistic driving, that's the game you play. I'm not one for that, so I go more for like a Need for Speed fun kind of game. Ricky, how long do you charge the S7 Edge with the fast wireless charger? About an hour or so. And like I put it on the charger a little bit ago. It's at 92%. I would say it's been there for about 20 minutes, and I probably put it on at 60%. Are they replacing TouchWiz? So here's the thing. Samsung has not called TouchWiz for the past 3 years. Samsung does not call it internally or anything like that. They do not call it TouchWiz. They have not called it TouchWiz for a long time. But they don't have a name for it. So everyone's just calling it TouchWiz. So yeah. Hey bro, any rumors on the Note tablet? No new rumors on the Note tablet, unfortunately. Ricky, my Note 4 got the black screen and it got revived after consistently pressing the power button. Do you have any experience fixing the black screen on the Samsung phones? No, I do not. I have seen it happen, and quite frankly, I would get a manufacturer to replace it, so I would go through Samsung to replace it. You can, of course, go through third parties to replace it, but you always take a chance of it not working properly. What is a good video player for the S7 Edge? I recommend the Samsung video player, honestly. Actually, you can get it from the Galaxy App Store, or I believe it's on the Google Play Store now as well, and it's just called Samsung Video Player. That would be the number one I would recommend. Number two I would recommend is the VLC player. Note 4 is working now because I'm watching the live stream, obviously. Oh, nice. So good you can watch it on the live stream. Are you getting Infinite Warfare? No, probably not. Just not me. MX Player is the best. I did like MX Player, but now like you have to get the Pro version for it to be good, or else the regular version, which I'm not saying the MX Player is not worth it. MX Player was my go-to player for probably the first 5 years of Android, but I don't find it as good anymore because you need the Pro version. If you don't get the Pro version, it's not as good, in my opinion. Any new info on the Gear S3? No, we talked about it last week. The Gear S3 looks like a Rolex style, so if you look at our Android Weekly from last week, it looks like a Rolex style, but that's all we know for the Gear S3. VLC lags a lot on Android. I have never had any experience with it, but I'm not saying that it doesn't. At least on my phones that we have here in the studio, it has not lagged, and I've had to use it because for our video comparison video, we always use a 4K video that's MKV, and not every player plays that, but VLC does. You should get an Xbox One. Again, I have no interest in Xbox One because I have a high-end PC, and any game on the Xbox One I can get for a PC, so that's why I have no interest in it personally. And I have a PS4. If you charge the S7 Edge with the wireless always charging port, will the charging port stop working? No, the charging port won't stop working if you don't use it, or if you use wireless charging instead. No, there's no negative effect on it. Can you tell me how to save battery on the T-Mobile Note 5? Yeah, take a look at how to save battery life on the Galaxy S7 or Galaxy S7 Edge video, and apply that to your Note 5. Watch that video though, and it'll give you great detail. Everyone usually has a 30% better battery life after doing those steps. So check out that video and make sure to do those steps, and you'll have a much better battery life on your Galaxy Note 5. What state am I in? I'm in California. I live in LA, Los Angeles. Project Scorpio or PS4 Neo? Well, we don't know enough about either one, to be honest. Quite frankly, Project Scorpio just seems like it's catching up to PlayStation 4, so I would probably say PS4 Neo. But again, developers develop for a PS4, and then they typically, as a secondary measure, move that port to Xbox. So, in my opinion, obviously PS4 would be a better one because that's what developers make games for. They make it first for PS4. If it's on both consoles, they make it first for PS4 because PS4 is the easier one to develop for, and as a template. Then, once they have it on there, then they move it over to Xbox One, and that's why the PS4 version always has a better frame rate and better consistency time and time again. I will always say though, Xbox One Live, obviously, best online gaming experience. Ways to improve battery life on the Note 5, noticing, so yeah, just watch that video on the Note 5. Are you going to get the new Spider-Man game when it comes out? I will absolutely get the Spider-Man game day one when it comes out. Love Spider-Man, and that game looks amazing. Overnight and Mophie during the day. Overnight and Mophie during the day. Mophie battery damages your phone, so I would not use the Mophie battery night. And so yeah. Can you overcharge your phone on USB laptop charging? I would say no, but I wouldn't do it for overnight still. Have you met any famous people in LA? I've met Wesley Snipes. I've met Bruce Willis. I've met who else? Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've met him a couple times when I used to work for Best Buy, and I went there. I was there in high school. I worked at Best Buy. I met Stone Cold a couple of times. I will say with Stone Cold Steve Austin, it was one of the scariest moments of my life when he had bought a camera from me before already, and then he came in with his daughter that was around my age, and basically was buying a camera for her because he was letting her go on a trip around Europe. And I had never been so intimidated in my life because I did not want to look at her, really. I was like, yes, this is a great camera, Steve, Mr. Austin, sir. He's very intimidating. He's the nicest guy ever. Really cool, very cool, laid back guy. Awesome guy. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So that was, I loved meeting him. But yeah, that was definitely one of the scariest moments of my life when he came there with his daughter, just because, and yeah, she was attractive and everything like that, but I didn't want to look at her because it's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try to talk to her or something like that. So yeah, that was probably my most fun celebrity kind of thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, he was such a cool guy though, such a great guy. But yeah, I met a few celebrities. Thanks for answering all my questions, all responses. Thank you. I appreciate you, Desktop, for keep tweeting Samsung. What's your review on the LG Stylus Plus 2? I've not reviewed the LG Stylus Plus 2. I have seen the Stylus 2. My friend is currently reviewing it, and I'm going to use it after he does it. But yeah. Do you have the Batman S7? And no, I do not. I have a friend that might actually get it and let me unbox it for you guys. But I do not have the Batman S7, and I will not spend the money for that S7. Even though it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Does over wireless charging ruin your battery? No, wireless charging does not ruin your battery. Have you tried setting, have you tried live stream from Samsung camera setting? No, it does not work for YouTubers. If you do not have a existing live stream, then it works perfectly fine for you. But if you already have a live stream, you have to do all these annoying things. However, YouTube before the end of this year, is going to have live streaming built in on their own app. So there will be live streaming through the YouTube app before the end of this summer. I believe it's before the end of the summer, not even before the end of this year. Did you go to VidCon? No, I did not go to VidCon. I've just never needed to go, and I've always been busy during that time. It's during the week, so it's kind of hard for me to get that time off. But yeah, I've not gone. I've been interested in it, but maybe next year is what I always say, kind of. Best color for the S7 Edge, silver is my favorite. Thoughts on the Olympic S7 Edge? It's cool. I quite honestly don't care for it. But I mean, yeah, if it's a cool promotional phone. What's the next LG phone that'll come out? The next LG phone that'll come out was most likely the V12 from LG. Who will release the next Nexus phone? Sony? No, it's going to be HTC will release the next Nexus phone. Alright guys, I think we will call that a show. Again, I want to show you guys one last time, if you did miss it earlier, the Galaxy Note 7, courtesy of EviLeaks, the Note 7, silver, black, and coral blue. Which one will you guys buy? If you get it, let me know in the comments section down below. I'm very curious. I think I'm going to stick with the silver, although that black does look sexy, I'm not going to lie. Alright guys, thank you as always for watching. Make sure to give that like thumbs up as you see over there. Make sure to give that like thumbs up and down there, please. It always helps me out. I really appreciate it. And please share this. Share this video on your Facebook, on your Twitter. It really helps me out when you guys share videos and your friends and family take a look at this. This is a great video to get people started on for watching this show, because you can see just how much great content we try to bring you guys here on this show every week. So if you have a friend that wants to know what the Galaxy Note 7 looks like, please share this video with him. Alright guys, thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.